We have a lot of news that just broke this morning. I'm Will Scott. Welcome to Dolphins Today. We begin with this. Tua Tagovailoa is returning to the practice field today. That is great news. However, he is not expected to play on Sunday against Minnesota. Ian Rappaport reported this morning. Dolphins QB Tua Tagovailoa will return to the practice field today on a limited basis, per me and Tom Pelissero, as he progresses through the concussion protocol. Even if he's cleared, he's unlikely to play this week, and Mike McDaniel confirming in his press conference just moments ago that Tua will not play on Sunday. And he also confirmed that Skylar Thompson is going to make his first career start. McDaniel says he's planning on starting Skylar Thompson on Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings. We'll talk more about that in a second, but first, go down and subscribe, because when Dolphins news breaks, we have you covered ASAP. I can promise you that. Go down, hit that big red subscribe button to stay in the loop with Dolphins news. Let's talk about Tua first, and then we'll shift gears to Skylar. But this is from Ian Rappaport's report earlier this morning. Since the injury, Tagovailoa has consulted with 4 independent specialists. I'm guessing Chris Nowinski, not one of those guys, including the top sports concussion neurologist and the top neuropsychologist. Over the weekend, he began to increase his rehab work to include cardio and strength training. Wednesday's return to the field is part of the protocol progression of the non-contact sports-specific activity, which includes throwing. This is fantastic news. I mean, just keep in mind, less than 2 weeks ago, we thought Tua Tagovailoa might have suffered a career-threatening injury. He was transported to the hospital, carted off the field on a backboard. Now, less than 2 weeks after that, he's back at practice. He's progressing really well through the concussion protocol. This is fantastic news for Tua and for us Dolphins fans. What is your one-word reaction to Tua Tagovailoa returning to the practice field today? Again, he's not going to play on Sunday against Minnesota, but perhaps a return against the Pittsburgh Steelers looks a little bit more likely if he continues to progress well throughout the concussion protocol. So number one step here through these concussion protocol steps, rest and recovery, then he does these light activities. Then step 3 is football-specific exercise. So he is now entered phase 3. Non-contact training drills, step 4, full football activity, step 5. So once he clears that 5 steps, he can return to the field of play. But Mike McDaniel making it clear this morning in his press conference, also the Ian Rappaport story making it clear as well, that Tua has entered phase 3 of the concussion protocol. So yes, that's great news. It's unlikely he's going to play on Sunday. Well, in fact, he's been ruled out for Sunday now after that Ian Rappaport story in the Mike McDaniel press conference. But perhaps next Sunday against the Steelers is kind of the timetable here for Tagovailoa. Barry Jackson thinking the same thing. So with Tua returning to the field to throw today, as NFL Network just reported, that puts October 23rd game at Pittsburgh certainly in, well, he said at Pittsburgh, it's in Miami, in play. If he keeps progressing, this is only phase 3 of 5 exit protocol, and with team exercising caution, Sunday against the Vikings would appear unlikely. So how about this? Tua Tagovailoa might make his return against Brian Flores and the Steelers. You cannot write a better script than that on Sunday Night Football, no less. So it looks like Tua Tagovailoa is going to come back in that game if he continues to progress well throughout the concussion protocol. And you want to get your Tua jersey before that comeback game on SNF, go pick it up at chatsports.com/Tua. Tua gear on sale right now. The Tua special, as I call it. It's not just me wearing the Lays, also me getting you guys these great deals on the Tua jerseys. Chatsports.com/Tua. Go and pick up your Tua jersey because Tua is going to be back very, very soon. But until he comes back, it appears that Skylar Thompson is going to be the guy for this football team. And I was a little bit surprised to hear the news this morning because it sounded like Teddy Bridgewater is going to be cleared for Sunday. But Mike McDaniel said this in terms of what the plan is. Teddy's whole week is just getting back. Tomorrow he will be able to do a little bit of football in a limited capacity. So as a result, we will be moving forward with the plan to start Skylar Thompson this week. So after Sky came in relief of Teddy Bridgewater last week, after Teddy got hurt on the first offensive play, Skylar Thompson is set to make his first career NFL start on Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings. A rookie 7th-round pick out of Kansas State is set to make his first career start. And I think we're all wondering, well, is Teddy going to be cleared? Is he not going to be cleared? Here is what Barry Jackson asked Mike McDaniel. If Bridgewater is cleared Friday or Saturday, would he play? Here's what McDaniel said. If everything goes to plan with regard to concussion procedure, he will be active for the game in that scenario and backing up Skylar Thompson. Here's what Skylar Thompson did against the Jets. And I defended him on Overreaction Monday because he didn't have any first-team reps in practice. His first NFL game on the road. And that's something to keep in mind here. No first-team reps. 19 of 32, 166 yards, no touchdowns, threw a pick, and lost a fumble on Sunday against the Jets. I'm really excited to see what he can do. And Mike McDaniel believes that Skylar playing on Sunday gives the Dolphins the best chance to win the game because it is likely that Teddy is going to clear concussion protocol. Again, Teddy was not concussed against the Jets. The independent spotter said that he couldn't come back in the game because he stumbled. And so Teddy is just having to go through the protocol as part of the new concussion protocol rule. So Teddy will probably get cleared. Mike McDaniel's thinking here is like, look, I don't want to have a quarterback going out for the second straight week that doesn't have first-team reps the entire week in practice, right? So Skylar got second-team reps in practice last week, kind of struggled. I think that he wants the guy that's taking first-team reps throughout the practice week to start on Sunday. That is why he feels like Skylar Thompson gives this team the best chance to win against Minnesota. What is your confidence level in Skylar Thompson? Scale it 1 to 10. Down in the comments section, go down, let me know. I think he's going to play a lot better than he did against the Jets. That first NFL game is under his belt. He's going to get first-team reps in practice all week. He's going to be ready to go on Sunday. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people by how well he plays. Ian Rappaport said this about Bridgewater's current status. We're not going to see Teddy on the field today, even though he's cleared concussion checks, because he was seen by the spotter exhibiting a form of ataxia. He is in the concussion protocol and is not allowed to be on the practice field today. So again, Teddy did not suffer a concussion on Sunday. He cleared all the checks, but he's still in concussion protocol. And because of that, he can't practice. And even tomorrow practice, he's going to be a limited participant. So that's the thinking here in terms of starting Skylar Thompson. In terms of Tyreek Hill, we did receive an update on Hill this morning. He left Sunday's game against the Jets, was seen in a walking boot. Adam Schefter reported this morning. Despite suffering a foot injury and being in a walking boot after the loss to the Jets, the Dolphins are optimistic that Pro Bowl wide receiver Tyreek Hill will be able to play Sunday against the Vikings. Terrific news. Got some good news with Tua coming back to practice. Now some good news with Tyreek Hill looking like he's going to play on Sunday against Minnesota. Dolphins fans, be sure to subscribe down below. Hit that big red subscribe button because we get you guys those videos ASAP. I think a subscriber told me one time that we're faster than ABC News, and we are, which is why you should go down, hit that big red subscribe button.